Plain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not supposed to making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Let's get it. Monday here. Camera is off. Let me fix that. 1 second. See what we got going on here. Boom. There we go. Working well now. Very good. Both cameras working. Perfect. A little bit more back. Sweet. So let's get it. Monday today. Already markets moving from open here, so we'll have a look. Today we do have a bit of news, so we start off with that and have a look what the news is saying here for us. And yeah, let's get it. So looking at the news, today is going to be Monday here. It is a JPY bank holiday, but again, we do trade during JPY bank holiday since we're trading London session, but we do want some volume to come in. We do have quite heavy Euro news now. I have noticed in the past Euro news does affect the GBP here. It does affect the GBP. There are some small moves here. It's pretty packed, so you need to keep an eye out. 11:15, 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30. Back to back, we have all news. Regarding, mainly I'd say 11:15, 11:30, German and French PMI. PMI is basically a measurement of... It's a measurement of how that sector is doing. So as you can see, there's manufacturing and there's services. So it's a measurement of how each of those sectors are doing. A number above 50 means that that sector is growing. A number below 50 means that that sector is contracting, right? 50 is neutral. So they're expecting services to grow in France and manufacturing to contract. Same thing for Germany. And then with the GBP, they're expecting both strong. They want to see, they're expecting actually a little bit of a contraction from last month in manufacturing PMI, and services, they're expecting a small contraction here. Expecting a small contraction, probably because they're keeping interest rates higher, is why they're going conservative like that. They're expecting same in Germany, 0.1 for services. France is expecting... services to contract quite significantly and expecting manufacturing to grow a little bit from last month. So that's what we're looking like in terms of today. Then we of course have later on the USD PMI coming out. Looks like manufacturing, they're expecting numbers to expand here, and services, they're expecting numbers to slightly contract. So same around the board here if we were to look at what economies are expecting here. Now if we go ahead and look at price, see what price is doing. So let's start off with GJ. Weekly candle closing where? Closing basically at weekly resistance here. So if we go ahead, I want to draw this line of weekly resistance here. This is going to be a key zone. So if we can hold above this, then upside makes sense. WR, which is weekly resistance. Now if we're looking at weekly resistance here, we did close at it, we didn't close above. If we close above, would give us a lot more confidence to be looking for the immediate buys, right? Buys would make sense to fill the wick and potentially continue, but we haven't closed above. Nevertheless, everything is still pointing up for the session. We have weekly candle closing bullish, daily candle closing heavily bullish here. Not healthy that there's no pullbacks. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 working on a 6th day bullish here. This is our previous range, right? Remember that range before we had that breakout? We were stuck in this range. So if we go mark that previous range, it's basically where the weekly resistance is that previous range there. So as long as we remain above there, I believe we could see some more upside. Now looking at 4-hour time frame, we're starting to get a little bit weak, right? We're starting to see price start to be like struggling here. But we have to remember it was Bank of Japan holiday. So seeing candles kind of weaken here is okay. What would be nice is to see at least Asian session give us a doji candle or a bearish candle that gives us something to play with, basically to just say, okay, fine, there's a support creation here, because we don't really have that. We did push out no bottom wick on previous 4-hour. Current one does have, we have a wick here, but clean candles towards the left, sorry. So we do have clean range basically up into this major zone here. Basically where this wick is, this is kind of like a major resistance zone here, as this is where our zone basically developed from here. We go in 30 minutes, we can start to see where it exactly develops from, and you can start to see that be part of here, basically in this zone right here. I'd say to be conservative here, right? This is being conservative. Next zone we have, I want to just see what this is. Then we tapped this. So this is the major target up here. We can look at that a little bit later. See how that looks on 30-minute. Yeah, this is 30-minute resistance. 1 hour should be clean here. It will be clean. I do know that. There you go. So that's pretty easy to know. Reading candles backwards. 1 hour resistance up here. Yeah, that's going to be like max target driving into the zone. This is going to be like your range low. So we can put this 30/15. Right? 30/15. RL stands for range low. So it's basically the low of this range before we broke out. Ultimately on a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, it's a little bit higher. We're looking to tap into, maybe into 900s, basically 193. So let's see what zones we're dealing with right now. So this 30-minute did not get tapped here, but this previous one did. So at least that's dealt with. We have not tapped this. Is this accurate? Yeah, it is accurate. So we have not tapped this. We have a little watch zone here, but this being tapped with this wick into the other wick. At the moment, we're kind of working on this consolidation range here. We do have a resistance formed on the 30 and 15 at this zone here. So I guess today is bullish bias. So I guess continuation play would make sense. I don't know if this is going to be enough to trade in 7-8 pips here. We'll have to see how the candle closes. If not, playing above that 30-minute to get to 500 is going to be the next play. It's a bit messy in here to be looking for immediate buys. If price wants to collapse from here, we could be looking for coming back into the range, forming support to continue up. Sells is too early for sells at the moment. We don't have really any bearish confirmation, and it's too early for sells. Now if we look at GBP USD, little bit choppy here. So we're at the highs here. If we look at the daily time frame, actually start on weekly time frame, did end up closing strong bullish here. We didn't tap this wick just yet here into this zone, which would be our kind of resistance and this gap here. Daily time frame again closing bullish. 4-hour time frame starting to create a support as well. So setup 2 towards the upside we're having on 4-hour for here. So we can mark this 4-hour resistance here, as it's not going to be too important, and I'll show you why it's not too important. The reason why is because of the range we're just stuck in on lower time frames. Don't really have too much room. You can see this type of range here, but we could look to see, you can see what I mean by that, right? Like it's basically above that is where we're looking for. Now this 30-minute resistance, this is a cascading support here. I mean resistance a little bit lower, but I feel with volume we should be able to push through that resistance no problem. So I'd say continuation plays are going to come above the 4-hour. At the moment I don't see any real option to trade to the 4-hour with all of this mess towards the left. 1 hour could be an option to take it based on that, but you would have to run the 4-hour stops. I feel I don't know if it would be worth it, because to get to 30-minute doesn't make sense. I rather look for smaller stop loss, or I rather look for it to come back to the bottom of the range and I trade back from the bottom of the range to the top. But in this range here, it's a little bit risky. We're seeing quite some messy price action here. You're not seeing that continuation. So we'll just see how it populates through this range. I don't really think it's worth attempting for 6 pips to go break even and then get stopped break even, because you need to go break even at a 4-hour resistance if you're taking it on that idea of just trying to trade to here, right? 6 pips here, about 13 pips stop loss, if you're just going to take it like that. But I would prefer to see it, a little bit cleaner. I'd prefer to see it a little bit cleaner. Would be better to see it cleaner. And buy setup 2 at the moment, that wouldn't be setup 2 there. That would just be buying inside of the range, because you're buying straight into resistance, you're buying to daily resistance, you're buying into that resistance. If this resistance was not here, yes, makes sense. This would be your setup 2, this one. So if you took this one, I agree with it. This makes sense, right? Come back, retest bottom of the range, you have range towards the top. The one you took here will fail a lot of the time, exactly how it failed here, exactly how it failed here. Once it reached this resistance, failed. Exactly how, you'll see that fail multiple times, those type of trades. Exactly how it failed here, because look, you're buying into resistance. I'll show you other examples of where this type of scenario would fail. This one here, buying into that. This one here doesn't have enough range. Now this one just a setup 1, closed above, not a setup 2. But you get my point there, right? You get my point. This one here failed. tap the resistance, fail. So you normally want more range, and so you don't get it tapping the resistance and then just failing, right? So that would be my feedback on that. So in terms of bias, it's correct though. So now let's have a look at gold. Gold is moving mad. We need to keep an eye on gold. So gold is pushing to a new all-time high. Congratulations, you guys have witnessed a new all-time high on gold. You are the first people here, and we are again the first people to be trading at all-time highs. The first session traders here to be trading at all-time highs for gold. So looking at weekly, I don't really need to explain much about this. Weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, 4 hours bullish, everything's bullish. Everything's pointing up. And it's just a matter of when does it want to find resistance, right? Wasn't the courageous guy who bought it to all-time high the first one? Who's the courageous guy? So yeah, everything's pointing up at the moment. I guess we're playing key level to key level. We do have a resistance here, right? We do have a resistance here at around 31 here. So maybe setup 1 is going to be aggressive, clean and simple. Even though it feels extremely wrong. The guy who actually got there, well, if he's holding, then yes. If he's holding, then yes. Was watching setup number 4, but 30-minute being close to my entry. Well, let's see 30-minute. Yeah, I think that would be an issue there. I would be a little bit worried about that. You know, but it's so bullish. I mean, it's just continuing up. Doesn't really give a crap. So 11 minutes for this candle to close. No bottom wick on this candle. No top wick on the last candle. And yeah, I mean, if we close above, I know I hate to do it, but I think, you know, I have to go aggressive. What to do? Have to go aggressive and accept the risks here. Because if you don't give it a shot, I mean, that's all it's been doing. I saw the charts at around 7 a.m. I want to show everyone this not 7 hours. I was looking at the chart 7:30. I want to show everyone this setup. This is the cleanest setup I've seen. Look at this. Look how juicy this is. Are you ready for this, guys? Perfect pullback. Candle first rejects. Next candle closes above perfectly. Second candle opens, retest key level, retest high. Okay. And then on lower time frame gives you what? A perfect thunderstorm, which is the break of high with 5-minute structure. So not only do you get the 5-minute structure close above, which is enough. We don't need any more. That's enough. Just give us 5-minute structure and close above. That's perfect. No, it gives you a thunderstorm on top of that. Right? It gives you a thunderstorm on top of that. Extremely juicy setup, right? I mean, this is like all confirmation go. All confirmation go. Took this setup, got me to 7% on your funded. Let's go, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. For a minute, I thought it said it made you 7% on your funded. I'm like, holy crap, this guy's risking 4% a trade. Got a 1 to 2 or something. But no, that's good. That's good, man. So yeah. That's basically the analysis here. Let's see what ends up happening. The thing is, guys, with trading at all-time high, you don't know. Like, you could literally take a trade and then it reverses. That's it. End of story. Or it could push heavy. Like, you just have to give it a risk, you know. And if you're not comfortable taking the risk, then just don't trade all-time highs until more price action is developed, until we pull back, create targets to trade to. You trade Asian session, I'm sleeping, man. It's 4 a.m., 3 a.m. You know, so I'm sleeping. Otherwise I'd be trading 3 sessions. That's crazy, man. That's crazy to be at the charts for 16 hours a day, man. That's absolutely nuts. Whoever's doing that, it's not gonna last long. Yeah, as a beginner you want to, but trust me, long term, that's asking for burnout. Just gonna lose money. That's what I would notice. Harry, could you explain what you mean by when you say wait for a bottom wick, please? Yeah, watch my video on the YouTube channel about wicks, right? It's called No Wicks. See any chats I missed here. First time checking you out your stream. Hey bro, love the content. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Locked in for another stream. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. Can we do the YouTube business? Get the likes up to 150. I would appreciate that. 300 of us in here. Let's go ahead and put the scam like reminder. UJ has room to go down, but bias is fully bullish. How do you deal with these situations? Well, it doesn't matter because that could be a fake out, right? It's very easy to deal with the situation. You answer it yourself. Bias is bullish. What are you going to do? You're going to look for sells. It's counter trend. What's the rules for counter trend? Same thing applies, right? Simple stuff. Just follow the rules in that scenario. Because look at GU. GU looks great to go down, right? If it gets below here. But bias is fully bullish. So it would be counter trend. And in order to think counter trend, I want to see liquidity grab up here and then fail. That would be kind of my counter trend rules. For you, UJ, I don't think it looks very bearish here, to be honest. Or does it have room to go down? You know? Also has to have a reason to go down. What's your reasoning for it to go down from exactly here? You know, you could maybe make a case. It's reached a certain level, a certain zone, but I don't think it's reached any certain very specific zone. Retest top of the range, tap target. I don't think target has been tapped. I don't think it's tapped. Target could be up here a little bit higher, etc, etc. Definitely is top of range, like you said. But a lot of things reach top of range. It would still be counter trend. It's not something I do. I'm on 15 minutes on gold. Yeah, like we said, high chance it makes a bottom wick. It did make its bottom wick now. Can look for that continuation if we get a close above 5 minutes for the close here. So we'll see what happens. Your chat box not updating? Yeah, I can fix that, don't worry. We can fix that. Just needs a refresh. Do beginners need more time spent in trading, 2 sessions or more? No, I think that's a mistake a lot of beginners make. I think if you're going to spend more time, you should be spending time that's going to actually bring you value. So realize more time at the charts does not equal to anything if you're spending your time FOMOing at the charts, feeling nervous, trying to make money. So let's sum this up. If you're a beginner in trading, right, and spending more time at the chart sounds like a good idea, it's actually bad because you're spending that time unfocused. You're FOMOing, you're making bad decisions, you're feeling anxious at the chart, you're trying to make money and it doesn't happen, you're revenge trading, it's useless time. So if you're gonna spend more time at the charts, actually make productive time. If you have the time to spend at the charts, make it productive. Make plans, understand what happened when that candle did, be an observer of the market and use that information to your advantage when it comes to take a trade, right? That's going to be your time well spent as a beginner on the charts, right? Double top in 5 minutes. I want to sell gold. Listen, man, I'll give you one piece of advice. Stop trying to sell tops. Stop trying to sell tops. It's an extremely bad idea, you know? Extremely bad idea. Don't be the guy who tries to sell a top and you get lucky once and then lose for the rest of your career. Right? Selling tops is extremely risky. There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason to sell this area. And that will come once we at least create 4-hour resistances. Like, if you've been trying to sell gold for the last 5 days, good luck. Even FOMC sells. Eaten up, eaten up, eaten up, eaten up. Now, if you're trading just a pullback trade, fair enough if you have a plan for a pullback trade, but realize that it's much easier to make money in a move that's going up like this. Like, if I ask you, what's easier, to make money like this when price is going up, or to try catch these little sells that are happening here? So you could be right. I mean, depends on your trade. Your trade could be 10 pips. Like, then that's fine, right? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have a plan and I respect that. But just be careful, right? Just be careful. What do you think about the report I'm sending in general about commodities? I mean, these reports always come up. There was a report, you know, gold to 3,000 end of year. These reports always come up. You know, it's like, it's just pushing into the hype, you know. Reports gold will crash. I don't really trust those reports. We have to just take it by face value. Okay, fine. We know this is being pushed up. What's the reason for this being pushed up? Because of interest rates being reduced. But come on. If anything start, you know, like, it's really interesting. It's really interesting because we see a lot, you know, like, is this, who's going to keep buying? That's my question. Who's going to keep buying? The reports are Wells Fargo. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Go check the reports from Fidelity. Go check the reports from, you know, you know that gold is the most manipulated asset by the banks, right? Have you seen how many times banks have got in financial trouble for manipulating gold? Have you read those articles about that? They have huge cases on them for manipulating gold. So they have a reason to do that because a lot of their security is in gold. So this is benefit for them. They probably want to get retail involved so that they have exit liquidity, right? It's probably the big trick. So I wouldn't take it for sure. Gold is bullish, but we can see that on the charts. Where is it going to stop? I don't think anyone can say at the moment. Depends on catalyst. What ends up happening, right? What ends up happening? Do we see interest rate hike continue? I mean, a hype continue? Is that going to be enough to keep gold pushing? Do we see job market come back weaker? If we see job market still come back weaker, we will see this continue to push, right? If it comes back very strong, we probably see it not so much. Can I ask, I don't understand your strategy that you sent for us to use. Can you explain it for me? That's kind of like going to a professional football player and saying, listen, Messi, I don't know how you play so good. Can you please in 1 minute explain exactly how you play football? It's not going to do anything. So that's the reason why I create resources. So Messi would reply, I have my own YouTube channel. You can go watch my tips and tricks. So what I'd recommend you do, right? What I recommend you do is I recommend you go to my YouTube channel and watch the videos one by one. Not one by one, watch the full course. It's all there for free and apply. You need to learn to apply, right? Applying is a very big part of learning how to trade, right? This is why in the group, for example, the most time we spent is on application. Learning, I let them do in their own time. But they have to apply, ask questions on what they're confused. Apply, ask questions on what they're confused. And this is what builds a community. This is the difference. This is what you don't get on YouTube. People paying for courses and stuff like that, you're just paying for information that you can find out somewhere or another. But what you can't get is someone to help you apply that information in a way that you need understanding. Right? Harry identifies Messi of Forex. Probably not. Not yet, not yet. We'll work on it though, we'll work on it. Why pay when you can get it for free? For courses, yeah, but I think the only reason you would pay just for information itself is to get information in a structured format. Like some people prefer that. But at the end of the day, I think the best places to be if you're going to pay is going to be something where you get more than just one product, right? You're getting a whole service. This is where I think people should invest their money. You have to realize the education space is changing. A lot of people pay thousands of dollars for schools per year, thousands. And you know, to give an education, but now we're starting to see where people learn a lot more from others, especially if you're coming out. Like, don't get me wrong, I think education is mandatory and very important, but you're seeing a lot more power in having surrounding yourself with individuals who are all like-minded. It's just, I've never seen it before, but you know, obviously I did you know, make a community myself, and it's insane the results you're able to generate if you have a model that works, a good structure, me being able to express that model in different ways, which is very important. Many people who teach or many people who share their opinions or experiences do not know how to share it in a way that makes sense. The results that other people can have is amazing, which keeps it a very positive place you want to be, which positively impacts me as well, right? What's your thoughts on USD JPY? I see a possible long from pre-market high. Yeah, if it creates pullbacks, you need to see support formation on UJ, right? So if it does retest pre-market high, you need to see support formation and try trade back up. You want this to move down pretty fast right now, because if it moves down pretty fast, it's going to create you a clean zone to trade and show you volume zone, right? Because this is not a volume zone, this is choppy zone. Same as GJ, but GJ is moving a little bit faster. Any idea of starting a trading floor? Yeah, for sure. Would be something very interesting to start a trading floor, but you have to have it for a reason. So that would be to basically trade high amounts of capital, right? That's what you do it. You'll be trading high amounts of capital. And it wouldn't be a trading floor. It would be called something called a prop shop, right? What do you think about xauusd? His success is so young. xauusd is an internet sensation, right? He's an internet sensation. There's not a lot of people who are, you know, get like that, right? He's an internet sensation. What do I think of him? I think of him as face value. You know, he's an internet sensation. He obviously has an interesting character, which makes him stand out. And yeah, I mean, for live streaming, it's pretty sick, right? He has 30 million subscribers, man. It's pretty well known. I think sometimes it can get a bit out of hand, if you ask me. It can be quite disrespectful, the stuff he does. But I understand it. You know, he's trying really hard to, you know, create hype and to keep up with entertainment. So I get it, but he just has to be careful, because if he does that too hard, it could be extremely dangerous for him. Tradesharpe? That would be funny. Went on holidays for a week, no charts, no Discord, was good, switch off, now back to the hustle, let's go. Yeah, now you're fully locked in. Fully fresh and fully locked in. Does war in Middle East affect gold prices to go up? If it does kick off, yes. Yes, that does normally affect gold prices. I have AD in the chat. Yo, man. Where are you from, brother? I am from England, but I live in Dubai. Have a good week, guys. Best of luck. Let's get it. Thank you, sir. Same to you. I wonder who Harry's first mentor is. In terms of trading, the first person I ever watched was actually a crypto guy. That's the first person I ever watched. His name was Crown. How's living in Dubai? I know so many people moved to Dubai. Yeah, it's great, man. I was actually born here. I know the city a lot better than all of these new guys who walk in, show up here. You know, so yeah, for me, it's home, right? Iran is next to you, Harry. Do you have an exit plan? Yeah, it doesn't work like that, man. I think this is just Western media putting a lot of shade. It doesn't work like that. You have to realize that there's a lot of you know, Dubai is very neutral here. It's very, very neutral, and they put big efforts in reducing escalations. But this is not something new, right? This has been something going on for years, decades. But everyone tries to put, Western media tries to put Dubai down. They still try to scare everyone, and still, mashallah, it stands. There's a reason behind that, right? When you live in Dubai, you gain big profits a month. Depends what lifestyle you want to live. But yeah, it is easy to spend money here. I'll definitely agree with that. Do you still trade on crypto sometimes, or already transition crypto to Forex? I actually have a big investment portfolio in crypto. So it's not trading, it's investing. But I guess it's still a form of trading. But, you know, we're just holding. Just like they do with China, I think. See Huawei, who exceeds all manufacturers, but it's banned. Yeah. So do you know how to speak Arabic? I do. I can understand much more than I speak, though. I'd say it's enough to get by. Is $1,000 per month enough to live in Dubai? Depends, man. Depends. I think you can live in Dubai with $1,000 a month. Yes, you can. But you're living in a shared room with 6 to 8 other guys, a small room. You are sharing one bathroom between 6, 7 guys. You are living in, you know, quite a low-income area. You have to, you know, play it tight on your groceries. You know, you can't be eating out too much. You're eating in very basic restaurants. But yes, basic living, man. I would just say it's not, would I call it comfortable living? Depends where you come from. You know, if you living in even, you know, worse conditions, then yeah. But $1,000, I would say it is possible to live here for sure. But you're definitely not living any type of lifestyle. What's your broker platform for holding crypto? A ledger. I do not hold crypto on a platform. I hold it on a ledger. I'm a filmmaker. I've been offered jobs by multiple companies in Dubai, but I'm scared to take the leap of faith to move. Do you have to move in order to be? Because you said it's like, isn't a filmmaker a contract basis? You can say with $1,000 you can survive in Dubai. Yeah, that's more like it. You could survive, right? What broker do you recommend for a $100 account? Guys, stop investing this type of money into a broker. I've told you this before. You are just going to blow that money. If you don't even know what platform, if you're asking what type of broker do I invest $100 in, you're not ready to trade with $100. Spend your time learning the skill. You guys are scared to pay half of that to get information for a whole month, right? That's just an example. It mind boggles me. But you're happy to put it in an account and blow money. Stop that mindset, because you're going to have a bad taste to trading and this is going to become a gambling habit. Make sure that you fully understand risk management. I have a free course on risk management. Costs you absolutely zero. All you have to do, go to my website, press get access. Free course, risk management. Understand that. Second thing, then learn the strategy, apply the strategy, back test it, practice in the markets, then only put $100 to practice your trading. Not to flip it to 1 million, not to flip it to 10K. Get good at learning to manage risk, because at some point you can lose it all. And there has been public examples of people losing everything, right, without proper risk management. So take that as a lesson, not that, oh, doesn't know. No, take it as a lesson and apply it to yourself, no matter how much, because $100 might be a lot of money for you, right? $100 might be a lot of money for you. So there's no reason to waste it. Keep it, because you don't have to invest that to make money right now, because you're probably not ready. There will be a learning cost, but shorten your learning cost by doing the basic stuff without an expense. Basic stuff does not need an expense. Once you start making mistakes that are following a plan and making emotional mistakes, then yeah, then you'll learn from that, right? You will learn from that. See how GJ is doing? GJ is trying to reject here the weekly resistance. GU is still in the range here, came back down. Only thing that's looking pretty juicy here is gold, if it can close above. We still have another 50 minutes. It potential to close above, could have a breakout. Yo, Harry, what do you say that 81% of the last monthly candles on gold closed bearish? They didn't, but I know what you mean. I think you mean September candles. Yes, different economic conditions, man. This is the first time in 4 years we have reduced interest rates. You can't really compare it because this is an anomaly, and this is what I mean. One of the most, I mean, yeah, it's you just can't compare. That's basically what I'm saying. Is you just can't compare. Is there any video strategy on YouTube? If you subscribe, I'll show you. That's the deal. If you subscribe, I'll show you. Yeah, there is, man. Just go to my YouTube channel. You'll find everything. You'll find everything. You can use the search tab to find specific topics, but yeah, you'll find everything here. All done. So yeah, enjoy it. Gold is moving sideways on minute 5. Yeah, because we're in a consolidation phase, but we're not trading inside of this phase. We're looking for, boom, expansion. Yeah, Claudio, the technology that China has is unbelievable, but Western world doesn't really know that. It's unbelievable, some of the stuff they have. Took some 1 hour DAX sells. Hopefully it plays out. Okay. See what's happening on DAX. We are Frankfurt open, so it is a good time because, you know, it's not see, 1 hour close bearish, previous daily here bearish, previous 4 hour bullish mix session though. I do feel that makes sense. So a 5 minute, yeah, for sure. I'm in a gold long from 2620. Your view? Yeah, man. I think we hit targets on the way. You know, I think, yeah, you're obviously in a nice little spot there. But we definitely hit targets. 25 is a target, 30 is a target. And we've obviously found resistance at the 30. So it's very hard. All-time high, you kind of like want to secure and try to leave runners if you can. We could easily just dump from here if it decides to dump. I mean, we don't know. The next candle is unknown at all-time high because it's not like we have bias, but we can't say that this is where it's just going to keep continue endlessly. Break range. But until that stops, we have to assume that. We have to assume that when we break ranges, we're ready to go to the next range. Why? Because of everything pointing up. You don't want to call tops, so we can make an assumption that price should be able to continue up. But when it decides not to, then that's it. Like right now, this candle in 10 minutes can close below here. It then has a chance, once closing below here, to come back and retest here. Is it going to dump all the way through? No, this could just be the retest zone for a higher low to take buys again, as everything is bullish. Right? How's your swing trade going, Harry? Yeah, it's on its way. Slowly but surely. Thank you. Hi, I'm curious, how kind of car you drive? How kind of car? You can see. Try find it on my channel. That's your goal. Try to find it on my channel. You'll find out. Oh yeah, today guys, write a 1 in the chat if you're gonna watch today's video on YouTube. We are launching today's video. It's a little vlog. It's a vlog on today's YouTube. So if you're gonna watch today's YouTube, write a 1 in the chat. Let's see how many people are gonna watch today's YouTube video. Oh, someone wrote a 2. Nice little vlog. Good. Nice. Good. That's what I like to see. Gonna launch as normal. 6 p.m. Dubai time. 6 p.m. Dubai time. We're posting a little vlog here. So mixing up the content. It's gonna be a vlog from last week, obviously, because I had to film it last week to post it this week. But yeah, it'd be nice. Show you a bit of my day-to-day. More behind the scenes stuff. Alright, what time is it? 10:21. Still have time till news here. See what's going on a Monday here. Hi, why not consider taking buys on GJ since it's retesting previous range? That's not the way I trade. It's not the way I trade just to take a buy on a retest, because this could just... What about this retest? So let me ask you this question. This is what I always like to ask you. You have to have a well thought out plan. Now it's okay to ask, why not take a buy on this candle when it retested the top of the range here? Right? Why not take a buy? Stop loss hit. So the same scenario we're getting right now. Retested this range. Why not take a buy? You would have hit your stop loss here. So maybe you would have hit your stop loss again. So why did you hit stop loss though? Why did you hit stop loss when it retested this range and closed bullish? Because you're at resistance. You're at resistance. So in this scenario, are we at resistance? Yes, we are at resistance, right? So that means that it's not going to be valid to take a trade. It's not going to be valid to take a trade at that point because we are sitting at resistance. There's no probabilities to that. You are going against probabilities, right? Does that make sense? What do you think about Alex 100 to 1 million challenge? I don't know if you've seen it or not. I mean, look, is it something that many people are gonna do? No, not many people can do that because you're going full risk on every single trade. So if we look at probabilities, it's extremely low. The likelihood of you continuing to lose $100 is a much higher then you remember there's so many chances. Like we're talking about $100 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 800. Like all of those times are full margin, full risk trades. One of them wrong and you're done, you know? So yeah. That's my opinion, is that I don't think people should follow. I don't see a reason. I think people will make less money trying to flip $100. Like I really do think, because I know as a fact, most people don't make money in this market. As a fact, proven fact. So to add another difficulty to it, it just, in my mind, you know, not gonna work. How to grow a small account with time and dedication and increasing risk as you go along. You know? Time, dedication, and increasing risk as you go along, and then accessing more capital. You can access capital through funded challenges. You can access capital through your own funding. Remember, being a trader does not mean you start with $100 and flip that to 10 million and you became a trader. No, trading, remember guys, back in like 12, 15 years ago, to start trading, the minimum amount you had to have is $100,000. You know? Like if you want to then take your small account to a big account, you have to go experiment with high risk, but there's going to be probabilities for you to lose that whole account. Still the case in the US, is it? I thought it was 25K now. I thought it was 25K now. Stockbroker accounts, I think they're 25. I think they changed it. Still, regardless, it still proves the point. 25 you can enter, but can't be a day trader. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, I agree at some stage, you know, that there should be an entry price. It will stop people from gambling. It will not stop the big people from gambling, because to them 25K could be like nothing. But it will stop the rest. GU looks a little bit dead here. GU looks dead. GJ is still trying to cook something. I think we're just getting out of that. I think we need London to really start kicking now. Give me a sec, guys. Go toilet, come back. Oh shit, I closed everything. Very good. Not very good, is it? How I did that? Alright, now I need to reopen everything. Great. YouTube is still there. This is still there. Good. Okay, we're good. I was actually looking forward to try send price into all-time high. It's always exciting, right? It's always exciting. Still can get it. Where no man has gone before. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Indeed. Which car you drive, bro? I said check on my... I drive an Audi. I drive an Audi RS. This one. RS Q3. Nice little car. Does its job. I didn't focus on cars in the beginning. Even though I am a motorsport addict, I did spend quite a bit of money on a project car. I spent it on a Nissan Patrol. I don't show that much. I should show it more. Spent money on, you know, on that project car. Then I have the Audi, and then that's it. Then I've just been grinding, man. You know, I have other businesses to build. I have investments. That's where most of my money has gone, investments, because, well, not investments, just investment. Right? RSQ3 bro, say with your chest. Bro, it's Dubai, brother. Love the older patrols? Yeah, that's the one I have. Do a vlog with the Nissan Patrol? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I have to get it registered. It's just a bit hard to get registered at the moment. Maybe some of you know why, but, you know. Once it is, we'll do a vlog with it. And I need to fix my clutch. I need to go buy some parts for it. I need to buy some parts. I need to buy some bush for the clutch. I need to build a housing for my clutch booster. My clutch booster is overheating because of my my downpipe, right, from my turbo. Audi RS3? No, RSQ3. RS3 is too small. Too small. I didn't like it. Too small. Not sure about your view of cars owning, but owning a man, that's a dream for many people. Do whatever it takes to own one. Someday, I'm not talking about kids. You're like, yeah, it's a cheap little car. I didn't say cheap little car. I said it's a good little car. I didn't say cheap little car. Putting words in my mouth. This guy, look at this guy. Always trying to stir up shit. Of course, I like it. If I didn't like it, I'm proud of it. I wouldn't buy it. I'll just get like a beater, man. Like some Toyota or something. If I didn't care about cars. I like my cars. I obviously picked that out. I'm very grateful, blessed. It's a sick car. Obviously. How old were you when you started getting to trading? I was first exposed to trading when I was 17. Man, I have a Toyota. Yeah, I mean like a crappy Toyota. They're good cars. I mean, I have a Nissan. You know. But yeah, I seriously started getting into trading when I was 19. So pretty young. Audi RSQ3 is big, bro. It's a sick car. The reason I bought it was because of it being a mini Urus. It is basically a mini Urus. That's the reason I bought it. Because I saw it and I'm like, listen, I want to treat myself with a car. I love cars, and you know, it's like from a kid, you know, I've been a motorsport addict, racing, all of that stuff. So I'm like, I want something that's gonna be in the middle. Like, I wasn't ready for a supercar for sure at that time. Just simply couldn't afford one at that time. And nor did I want to dish out the money and start financing it. I mean, you could afford it through finance, but man, I'm putting too much of my income on a freaking car. So I'm like, okay, let me see what I can let's see what's gonna meet in the middle. Obviously euros was too expensive, $300,000. I was like, it's too much. RSQ8, a little bit too much, so we found it in the middle. RSQ3. Have you done racing up in Motor City? I have, Alex, I have. With my patrol though, my patrol. I can successfully say my patrol beats a Lamborghini, and that's all I'm happy with. It beats a Lamborghini Huracan. Real sleeper? Bro, there's some serious sleepers here. How long did it take you before you started getting results? Around 1 year and 6 months, right? Results came and went during that time. I'd make money 1 week, think I'm doing something good, just to give it back. Just to give it back. I was smoked by some of the patrols in the past. Patrol has Arab horsepower, hit different. Yeah, it's just a very highly modifiable engine. I'll tell you why the Patrol engine is so good is because, the GTR engine, right? Not the new GTR, the old GTR, right? The old GTR, it has basically the same engine. It's built very similar. So that's why it's so good. Do you put in your capital and increase the risk you trade more or have stopped? No, I don't put more capital in. I just work on increasing the risk. That's the only thing. A friend who lives in Dubai told me that there are everywhere women who look 12 out of 10. Yeah, but you have to understand what type of woman they are, man. Just because they look 12 out of 10, it's like following a girl on Instagram. Like, this is the problem with a lot of men here, right? A lot of men follow girls on Instagram that you're never gonna speak to. You're never gonna know anything about them. You're never gonna have the chance to even introduce your name because you're a nobody in their eyes. So what's the point of expanding your energy and making that a reality for you, that you can look at these type of people and that you can associate yourself being, that's someone who's, hot. Like, bro, like the amount of money that these girls all have it wrong in their mind. It's really bad. I've met them. I know them. It's, bro, I don't even get into it because I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and we're going to have a whole conversation, man. A whole conversation. Do you see the vision of those UJ cells? Personally not, but maybe because I'm not analyzing UJ like you, man. I'm not breaking it down. It's not a pair that I'm looking at, but no. In face value, I don't see the cells here. Don't see the cells yet. No break of structure. No, second breaks of structure here, counter trend. The entry model itself, it's not all about that. Yeah, but I'm telling you why I don't see it. I don't see it because 4 hour did not reach major resistance. We're just sitting at a zone where we're seeing rejections. Doesn't mean we can't push through like this. We saw rejection, push through. Same thing here. We saw rejection. You could have said target was tapped. So yeah. 4 hour grab liquidity, it didn't unfortunately. Liquidity is always grabbed from a high. This is respected the high. So if it did break the high first, yeah, I agree with you. That's a different 4 hour candle, right? We then grabbed it, failed to go down, created 4, 8, 12, 16 hours worth of upside after that. But I just view it differently, so that's just me. If you want to take it, take it. I just don't know. I can't tell you, hey man, I know how much this works out. Brother, you don't sound like an English guy. Yeah, I was born here, brother. I was born here. Harry, did you do a turbo upgrade on your RSQ3? It can run 700 horsepower. Nah, I'm just leaving it stock. I actually want to sell it soon. I want to sell it. So if you want to buy it, let me know. If you want to buy it, let me know. I need advice. You can advise me. Sometimes I make profit a whole week and sometimes I lose it, but my predictions are always right. That's impossible. That's already wrong in that statement. But emotions holds me back to put the trigger, because you need to have a solid plan. That's normal to be scared, right? To be scared to place the trade, that's completely fine. But come into the session with a clear plan that you know you have to execute on if it happens. You have no choice because it's your plan. And if your plan was wrong today, which you said it's not most of the time, then that's it. You learn. Like, you can't lose that way, guys. You can't be scared to put risk on a plan that you came in with the session. If you change the plan during the session and do something different, that's where the problem is. Right? That's where the problem is. So don't be scared to follow your plan, guys. Don't be scared of taking a loss. Risk is managed. 1% is not going to hurt you, especially if you're not doing a mistake. You have to take risk because the opportunity cost is worth more, especially when you're trading a profitable model. If you don't know the statistics about your model, learn, right? You can use models that I've built. You can make your own models. It doesn't matter. If you want to save time, probably use something that someone else has built, because you can see online, right? You can see online, oh, look at Tradesharpe. He, the other day we had someone on stream, really interesting, he came in like, oh man, you've gained 50 pips, since the last 2 months. It's like, yeah, 50 pips. But remember, I'm trading GU. My stop loss is only 5 pips sometimes. My stop loss is 6 pips sometimes. So that could be a lot. That is a percentage gain. That shows me that people do not think in the right matter. Tell me out there, right? They're just comparing to the guys who are boasting 5,000, 6,000 pips. They are, comparing to people who are boasting out there. Let me ask you, are you actually making money following these people? Like, are they showing you a real method, coming to you daily? For over 365 days, I've come here daily to show you a method in all market conditions. It's very hard to find that. So probably trust in someone who's not as hyped, someone who is not showing you that he's making 10% a day, right? I've had 20% months on stream. 20% months. Like, it happens, but you can't. Bullish bias looking for setup 4. Yeah, I think that would make sense if you get back in there, especially after you have liquidity grab. Gold, gold, gold. What are we doing, gold? If GJ can come from the bottom of the range, potential buys from the bottom of the range can make sense here. Retest this previous 4 hours as well. Oh, that's where I got it from. Okay, fine. Looking for a sell entry setup 1. Yeah, it's just counter trend. I'm not being the guy who's gonna sell gold early. If you guys want to try counter trend, that's on your books here. It is nice. We have liquidity grab from the highs. It does make sense, but I just can't be the guy to sell gold. It's just been so unprofitable, and I'm happy to miss out on this trade. But if you guys want to give it the shot, then that is your choice here, right? You're not here to do what I do. I'm here to do my own trading. You're here to take the ideas and apply it yourself. If you use me to build confidence, to see what I'm doing, then yeah, that's totally fine. Use that to your advantage. But, I'm not going to jump into something just because it is a setup, because I don't know. It's gold. Anytime you've sold gold, entry model number 1, yeah, I gave you a push, but then immediately faked out. So if we get the same fake out, I'll be the guy who take buys. Oh shit. Opening my Google account. How do I go back now, bro? This is annoying. Ugh. Has it lagged my stream or my stream still works? Good. It's asking me to log in. Yeah, Gio's a bit cooked today, huh? Gio's a bit cooked today. It's decided to go to sleep. London Open here in 15 minutes. 15 minutes for the London Open. Waiting for news? Yeah. So, I think this USD, this GBP JPY is by the JPY here. Nothing to do with GBP. It's probably just JPY influenced. We're not seeing any move on other GBP pairs. What else do I have? Euro GBP. Euro GBP is moving. Euro is getting stronger against the GBP, so they could have some. How about GBP AUD? GBP AUD moving down here as well. GA is a nice pair sometimes. GA is a nice pair sometimes. How is Euro getting stronger against GBP? Short term, right? You can see. Here, 15-minute candle bouncing a little bit. Look. So this would be strength in the euro. That's why, because it's euro against the GBP. So if you see this chart going up, it's the euro getting stronger against the GBP. Right? That's what we see on that 15-minute candle. Hey, does US 30 look bearish? Yeah, we can have a look at Dirty 30. See what he's doing here. It's in a little pullback right now. A little pullback, kind of like gold, what we're seeing. I mean, we're pushing all-time highs. We know that. But yeah, we're making a little retest here on the 4-hour. It's not bearish, I'll tell you that much. It's not bearish. It's doing just a little pullback. We'll see how it reacts at the top of the range. You need to watch how it reacts at the top of the range. Shit. USD JPY markup. I'm not trading USD JPY, so I haven't marked it up here. I haven't marked it up. All right, so you did get the close below on the 15 here. But it's no continuation just yet. Maybe this can be a fake out to continue up. Let's see in chat, how many people here are new to the stream? If you're new to the stream, put a 1 in chat. I want to see how many people. I want to see how many people are new to the stream. Let's see if everyone is just OG members here or if anyone's new. If you're new to the stream, put 1 in chat. Let's see. Nice. Some people. Ah, cool. Few new people in here. Welcome. I hope you find some form of value here in this stream. We stream Monday to Friday. And yeah, I'm just show what I do on the markets. I show how I trade. I know some of you guys are lying. I can see some of you guys. All right, you want to do a real experiment? We can do a real experiment here. Now I'm going to catch all of you guys lying. Are you ready for this? You guys think I don't know how to catch you guys. All right? You guys don't think you know I know how to catch you. If you're new to the channel, leave a subscribe. If you're new to the channel, leave a subscribe. Let's see. There was maybe like 10, 15 ones here. We're at 64, 188. Let's see. I'll catch you guys. Watch. Look, number doesn't move up. I catched every single one of you guys. Look, 188. Not one subscriber subbed. Every one of you guys. Huh? I lost a subscriber, bro. I lost a subscriber. You see? Just subscribe? Okay, you brought it back. I told you, I caught everyone. No one's new. Yeah, this is the live update. Oh damn, now you guys are unsubscribing. Oh shit, I just lost like 7 subscribers. Oh shit. Look what Claudio started, bro. So a lot of haters here. Appreciate you guys if you leave a subscribe, but obviously we're losing subscribers. All good though. Already the first time I found your channel yesterday. Well, yeah, everyone in chat just lied. I caught everyone. Yeah, I know. People are still unsubscribing. Sucks. It's alright though. It's their loss, I guess. Subscribers on a bearish run? Well, it's a way to test, right? Possible for setup 2 on gold? Yes, it is possible for setup 2 on gold. It is possible for setup gold. Fake out on subs? Let's see what damage you guys have done. Damn. Doing damage, huh? Doing damage. Thank you. All good. Pull back for next subs? Bro, I'm telling you. 100k subs will be crazy. Hi, does the bias matter when looking to buy from the bottom of or the top of the range? Yes, it does. But if we're in a ranging market, it doesn't really matter too much. In a ranging market, right? For setup 2 to happen, do we need higher time frame bullish close first? No, we don't, because we have higher time frame bullish close, right? Previous 4-hour close bullish, previous daily close bullish. You have your higher time frame bullish close. You just need confirmation like a 15-minute candle closing bullish or something like that. Something like that. I wonder how big the stop loss was for these counter trend here. This was 36 pips. So far it's pushed around 6 pips up, currently maxed 8.9, let's say 9. 36 pips would be somewhere around here. It's hard to ask that for counter trend, but definitely possible. Definitely possible. All right, GU is moving. GU is moving. I wonder, look, if we start to break, this is liquidity grab from the high. We have this resistance, 2 4-hour candles closing bearish. If we start to break below this range and create like a 5-minute resistance, I feel we could get counter trend sells here. Reason being is because we're just failing to now move up, and we have tried multiple times and we would be breaking. It would be like a reverse setup 3 on the 4-hour time frame. Reverse setup 3 on the 4-hour. But since it's still counter trend, we are going to need what? You know? I requested a payout from Funding Pips, and now they ask me about my IP and different locations I have traveled with photo proof. They want to drink my blood, this fucking company. Yeah, I mean, they will. They will try everything. I mean, damn. Crazy. But at least you have proof to show them. Oh really? Not even abroad. They just make it difficult, you know? I still, they will give it though. What percent are you trying to pull? How much percent are you trying to pull? Yeah, they'll give it, they'll give it. It's impossible. It's impossible. I mean, if you told me 10-15%, maybe. But 2%, 100%, yeah. GJ rejecting, it's trying. It's trying its best. Like people trade, so they're able to travel and trade at the same time, and then they go ahead and tell you, sorry bro, you can't have different IP address. Congrats on the payout, you deserve it for sure. I mean, we knew this was coming. How does this person get my email, bro? How? Hello Harry, we are inviting you to a closing weekend. Aegean Nights, 7 p.m. party. Does it look like I party, brother? I have time. I'm not broke like you motherfuckers sending emails to try get business. Here, doing shit. Now sideways, potential breakout, long or short play. Yeah, but I think bias on Nas is bullish as well, right? Daily 4 hour. Actually, previous daily you have here bearish. So no, yeah, you have the opportunity to take sells here, yeah. You just have to watch this top of range though, huh? Have to watch the top of range. Gold is trying to make its way below 25 here. It's trying its best to make its way below 25. I think if this 15-minute candle can close below 25, you know, it's going to see potentially that drop come through. 1 hour is about to close strong bearish here in 1 minute. It is London Open. Let's see how GJ is looking on the 1 hour for London Open. Yeah, candle closing bearish. GBP USD looking like it wants to close below. This looks pretty interesting close, to be honest, on GBP USD. It's an important range, this. We just need to check that this is not a liquidity grab to the lows to continue up. So what we need is some 5-minute resistance. If we get the 5-minute resistance, we'll take sells. We'll take sells counter trend because we'll have break of second structure through that 5-minute resistance. If not, unfortunately, I can't really counter trend right now. It would break my rules. And I'd rather not break my rules on a Monday. I kind of broke them on Friday. And I'm not too happy about that, right? And I did pay the cost, right? I did pay the cost. I went very hyper aggressive. I don't really want to do that. All right, straight open dump here. So let's see if we get that 5-minute structure. We could also run stop loss above the 5-minute structure. 12 pips stop loss there. 12 pips quite a lot to ask for GU. That's like all the way down here. All the way down here to get a 1-to-1. I'd rather look for that pullback. So we just can get a smaller stop loss. Especially when going counter trend, you want to be small stop loss as possible. Gold did end up closing below here. The range, no bottom wick though. No bottom wick. 1 hour, no bottom wick. Want to see how that looks on my broker just to see and compare. Yeah, I have no bottom wick on broker as well, so that's being accurate. Let's have a look at GJ. I would assume 99% sure it closed bearish. Yep. So GJ closed bearish. This is its area for a chance to make a support. If we can make a support here, could find its way towards the upside again. And that's it for our pairs. That's it for our pairs. News in 15 minutes. Yes, we do have news in 15 minutes. We have to be careful. But remember, we would be taking the next trade on a 15-minute candle close. So if we take a trade, it will be right after news. And we'll be able to see how news impacts the market here and then react accordingly. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. Roller coaster on the DAX. Yeah, you just have to let it do its thing, right? It's a 1 hour trade, you said. It will take its time, man. It will take its time. It will take its time. So 1 hour trade. You need to give it time here. Beautiful 15 close. I think that's an option in itself here. I would have been short on that 15 close. Beautiful top wick. Yeah, this is sick. Yeah, look, man, what do you mean roller coaster, bro? You literally took an entry, it came back, retested your entry, and still continued down. Come on, bro. This is no roller coaster. 1 hour. Just look at it on the 1 hour. Don't even look at any other time frame. Three, 1. Yeah, your 1-to-1 is right there. You're almost there, man. You're almost there. Bro, I want to start with a course. How do I start? On my YouTube channel. Visit my YouTube channel and check out my free course there. Check out my free course. GJ, some heavy action here. Right before news. It's well needed. It is needed. This could be just a pullback day. Your breakout strategy helped me a lot, thanks. So I appreciate that. Could have taken sells on GJ, man. If you had a plan to take in sell on GJ, then yes, you could have taken a sell on GJ if that was your plan. For me, I don't see my plan for taking sell on GJ because I do not sell into support. Selling into support is a death wish. It's a death wish long term, and you will learn that lesson either from me telling you, or unfortunately you might learn the hard way. But either way, what's important is you learn, right? You learn. And that's all that matters. Which broker do you use? IC. So here's your sell into support. This is the London open candle. You're basically almost back at entry. And you don't have probabilities. So how do we take the sells if not from support? There is no option to take sells right now. But if there was an option, you'd want a zone that's clean like this. Because now there's no support for it to reject. You can expect price to move smoothly, right? Gold moving with the retrace. See how this would have done. Nice. So yeah, that's the counter trend sells coming through there. Counter trend sells. Very hard all-time highs, right? We could have just rejected like this and then continued bullish again. Rejected like this, continued bullish again. Rejected like this one, continued bullish again. This was FOMC, so you can't count it. So we have to see. We have to see. GBP USD unfortunately did not give us. Everything was counter trend today. That's unlucky. It's unlucky that we did not get any bias today. Seeing, did we reach a zone? DAX should be good. Yeah, there you go. You hit your TP on DAX. Well done. You see, man? Finally took the risk and it pays off, right? Took the risk and it pays off. Now tap the top of the range. That's like your TP, which is nice. So here you can flex to everyone. You just gained 300 pips, right? So YouTube will think that you're doing something insane. but they don't realize your stop loss was 300 pips. But anyways, we won't tell them that. 300 pip, 400 pip profit. GJ free falling before news here. I like how committed you are towards your strategy, but sometimes you don't feel like that you miss trades. But are you making money is the question. Are you making money? Because that's what matters, right? Just because I'm not trading DAX today or other pairs, yes, there's options on the chart, but I have lost from breaking my plan. Look, here's a clear example. I'm transparent about my losses. Many people aren't. I kind of broke my plan on Friday and lost. I broke my plan on Friday and lost. So if I break my plan today, yeah, today maybe it plays out, but I know long term I'm going to keep on losing. I'm going to keep on losing. So what's the point of me? Today I might have made money, great. But then I'm just going to give it back by breaking my plan. And you guys will see that after time. And just because I'm not trading other pairs, that's why I'm trying to teach the skill. We have people, look, people are trading DAX, making money off DAX. If I feel I need to diversify with more pairs, I will. It's not missing trades, it's being involved in some moves. All strategies are like that, and good luck to you if you switch to another. Well, there's Claudio's judgment on that, so I think he summed it up. GU melted right away. I just wish GU, I mean, now in hindsight, I do see the case behind why it resulted in this, but I wish, like, I don't know if I could have seen it without, like, now I look at it like this. I remove drawings. I look at 4 hour. 4 hour tapped into this major resistance zone here, right? Into this whole rejection zone here on 4 hour. We tapped into this resistance here. We then created double resistance. But what was very sneaky here is we also created a support, right? We also created a support on the 4 hour. So when you came to the session to make your original analysis, you were looking at support to potentially continue bullish. So that's what made this very sneaky, is that you were looking for support to potentially continue bullish, especially with this daily close, right? The daily close doesn't really look too bearish. If we got any sign of like a strong bearish close, either on the 4 hour, even if the 4 hour could have just closed doji, right? If the 4 hour could have just closed doji, would have been great. See what's going on? Amazing work, man. Took the sells there. Took the sells. Here, your stop loss just too tight, man. Too tight, right? You need to give it some room. Your idea played out. Give it some room. Put it above actual highs, right? Put it above highs. Right? Don't be scared. Like, you're literally putting it at the high. Of course, you're going to get stopped out. Don't be feared to lose, right? You have percentage. Because now you end your day maybe slightly profitable, but you gave back on these. Remove this out. Take the original plan. Okay, this first close below is fine. If you just put stop loss above the high here, hold. If it hits stop loss, close. Why am I very scared today? Not sure why. What's this on? This on, yeah, this D30 was a nice one. Oh, out BE. Yeah, I don't see any reason for BE there. You know, but it happens. I mean, that was just emotional. You identified it, you move on. End of story. What can you do, right? I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. So you wrote it here, emotional decision. That's it. What can you do? Like, there's really nothing you can do about that. Decision was made. I mean, these are the decisions. This is the point where you get into your trading and you're making decisions that make you miss out on profit, not make you lose, right? It's annoying for sure, you know, but I just think that, you know, you just have to look back and say, really, these are the ones that you just said I made a emotional decision and I move on to the next trade. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Right? You can't change the outcome. That's it. That's it. Why did you sell like that? It was not really warranted to sell like that, right? It was not really warranted to sell like that, but it ended up doing it anyways. All right, news here in 2 minutes. Sounds looking juicy down. Yeah, we have news here in about 1 minute. So let's see what news does. This could easily pop up. So be careful if you guys are in positions. I'm going to repeat. If you guys are in positions, please do be careful. We have news coming here. Can affect price. Can. Right? So just be aware of it. I just don't know DAX at London Open. DAX at London Open is 50-50. It is. I do agree with that. But stop loss above structure, you're pretty okay. You know, you have to realize a lot of the guys are running stop loss above 5 minutes, so it will eat them up, you know. All right, news. Let's see. Boom. News dumping. So we see euro here, dump. Holy shit. Yeah, we're seeing a dump party happen at the moment. Even affected gold a little bit, huh? Harry, which rule you broke on Friday? Trading after a volume push on most pairs. It's a great question. I broke the rule of trading after a volume push, not during. So everything was pushing Friday. Friday I missed my gold entry because it didn't give me my confirmation. I did catch the gold entry in New York. If you see my journal in the public group, I did catch my entry in New York, but you can see took the loss in the morning. Same entry I took in New York, but on gold, right? Very similar. 5-minute candle closes above, right? And just ended my day break even, right? I just showed that to show you how we can manage losses and take and you know, manage wins as well. I tried a runner on gold, it got stopped out though. But yeah, manage my this morning when I took the, not this morning, but in the morning when I took this position here, we had already pushed heavy on gold. We had already pushed heavy on mostly all of the stuff. So I was just kind of saying, listen man, I just have to go aggressive. And I was pretty tilted at the charts. I was tilted at the charts that I missed a massive opportunity on gold because of one thing. Because of one thing, I missed a massive opportunity on gold. And it tilted me a bit. And I made a mistake by going too aggressive. Now, it wasn't a random trade. It did follow a plan. 15 closed above. 5-minute closed above. It was just too aggressive for the scenario. And if, remember on that stream, I told myself, hey, I should walk away from the charts at the moment because I knew it was tilting me. So I should have made the decision to just take a step back, you know. Now, luckily, I've been trading for long enough. And I know that those mistakes I can make because look, I'm not scared to take the same trade again in New York with the correct conditions. So I just replicated that trade. I planned that trade. I want to show you guys the plan. This is what's very important. So many people say like, look, man, this guy is, you know, is bullshit. He just FOMO'd into this. This trade I planned. It wasn't a random trade. This was very, very heavily planned. If you go check my New York plans and you check gold here, this is the gold chart, and we zoom in on this, you guys can see plan here. Impulsive market conditions looking for closes above key level. Now we did get this close, but I said close above and structure might be too close to key level, so that's the plan. 216, 2615. We go check in the group here where I shared where my entry was, and that was where the entry 2615 above that closes above. So yeah, pretty straightforward, and it did follow a plan. So if I lost this trade, I call it a day. Notice how I'm managing risk on this day. basically 0.65%, 0.7%, not giving back everything. If I lose 2 trades, I'm down 1.5% for the day, and I have to call it a rough day. I'll have a rough day in the market, and that's it. Actually, this week's video is going to be good for you guys to see, because I had to recover some drawdown, and it shows how. But Optimi, what can you do best feeling tilted? I left the charts, bro. I left that's the best thing. But I was streaming. We talked about that, you know. I didn't want to just hop off like, okay guys, see you. Like, that's it. You know, I want to explain because I'm here to also show, but I just ended up making a mistake myself. But that's the reality of trading, guys. That's the reality of trading, is you are gonna make. But notice I don't over trade, right? I didn't take that loss and then start revenge trading. No, I waited for my next trade and took it, and it was successful. Make it back. I could have made more money, but I didn't lose, right? Any money, right? So it's very important. And other than leaving the charts, yeah, Coke would help, obviously, make you feel a little bit buzzed. See, the problem is that everything has started moving, so you're probably not going to get a better option. This is the exact same, you know, exact same scenario. Wanted to thank you for Friday. Although we took a bad trade, I decided to sell because I felt like it was about to really dip, and happy with to say that now I'm funded. Wanted to thank you for keeping me alert. No worries, man. Congrats on your funded. I trade 5 charts using your setups. Do you think it is too much? No, I have people who do it. It's too much for me though. I can't handle 5 charts. I can't handle 5 charts. Notice it retrace half of the move. Yeah, problem is when at this point. We have a very big... So what you have to notice is when you're backtesting that is what's the reason for it to retrace half of the move. Did it reach a zone? Right? Did it reach somewhere where it can reject and then it retraces half of the move? So that would be more accurate to find that out. What happened all of a sudden fall? We had a bit of news and it seems like it was being priced in as well. Let's see. Bro, is the group off waitlist? No, the group is actually now fully closed. So if you're on the waitlist, so we're opening on the 27th and I'm only opening, like I always do, 10 spots. But since I've been closed for a month, I expect them, actually more than a month now we've been closed. I expect those 10 spots to be basically filled really quick. So we're probably going to open for a day and then close the next day. That's what I'm going to assume. But if you're on the wait list, you're going to be accepted on 27th. So there's not many. You do have a chance today because I haven't changed it. So if you want guaranteed to be accepted, you can hop on waitlist today. But 27th, reason I chose 27th is just end of week. I can't really do 30th. I could do 30th as well, but end of week's better. It gives me the weekend to allow people to settle in. I don't want to allow people in on Monday and then they're all lost. I want them to have the weekend to review the content. And I mean, it's only 10 people. I can handle it, but it's just better for me. I have the weekend to make sure I know who everyone is. I make sure they're all okay, as that's the kind of value I want there. But yeah, since it's been closed, you know, I do expect it to fill up probably. We'll see though. Can I start streaming New York using your strategy on New York? Yeah, just give me a shout out, bro. You know, I don't mind. You can do whatever you want to do, but you know, as long as we have mutual respect, right? But yeah. So yeah, 27th. Before you guys ask me, please don't ask me. all information is there. I'm sick of saying it. I shouldn't be sick of saying it, but I think by now you guys know what the group is about. Like, and if you're new and you don't, it's on the website. So you can DM me if you want to know more about the group. Just DM me. I think it will be better than people having to hear me go again and again and again and again, keep talking and talking and talking. So I think you know, you're welcome to DM me. Why is there an alert down here, bro? What's this for? Bye bye. If you got 1 million live views, how do you feel? I would think it's fake because it's just not realistic at the moment. My next realistic goal in terms of, if you're asking me how many viewers I want live, as just a goal would be cool to have 1,000 people watching me live. I would be, you know, content and say like, that's cool. That's cool. I've been live streaming for like 400 days and we have 1,000 people watching and gaining value, realistic value. And that would make me feel like there's some sort of impact happening. People are, you know, finding value from the stream, because that's my goal. It's always, how can I ensure people are getting more value? Like, I do a lot, and sometimes I think I do too much. It's not egoistic, but you know, we do a lot. We provide free streams, we provide you know, really good information, and even free trades. Like, I don't have to take trades for you guys because that is my money. Like, I'm here to make money, but to come on stream and to happily share that with you is pretty nuts, to be honest. I don't think it's an opportunity many people would want to do. Also, it's risky towards your brand, right? Don't you think you'll be shy? I'm not a shy person, unfortunately. I'm not a shy person. I can speak what the hell I want to speak. There are not so many active people during London session, but there is. They just don't know about us. Trust. London is a big session, man. It's a big session. Where do you think these moves are coming from? There is. Trust. They just need to know about us. Once they find us, they'll be like, damn, this is a safe place. It's a place where I don't feel like I have to get messed up. You're getting famous on Gram? I won't say I'm famous. You know, famous these days is someone, you know, really... But we're just creating a community, right? Remember, every single follower that invests their time in me, I hope they get something out. That's only my goal. Just sharing my experiences. I never, ever, ever want to put my opinion on someone else. I want to share my experiences. 5 minutes till news again? Yeah, 4 minutes till news at the moment. How do you show up on stream every single day? I'm here at the charts anyways. So it's not making a difference, is it? And I enjoyed the convo. A bullish 15-minute after all the red candles and structure on the 5. My plan on GJ is set up 5. Yes, that could start to make sense. But the only problem with the only problem with the GJ is we haven't reached anywhere of support. Like, we haven't reached the support where GU has reached the support. So I'd prefer that GU idea would actually make a lot more sense. On GU, that would make a lot more sense since we have reached something. $600 viewers on average daily is already very uncommon. Yeah, but I'm very proud of it, of course, you know. I think we built a very strong community. You want to be famous like Don Vo? I don't want to be like anyone. I want to just be me. That's my number one goal, is just to be me. I don't want to be like anyone. I don't care about anyone. Has streaming while trading ever affected the quality of the trade? Are you more careful? Do you look for more indications, buy or sell, or you're used to it? Yeah, of course it does. I think it's during trade it affects my decision making, as during a trade it's a lot more higher pressure. You have to realize I'm here risking significant money. I'm not here just, you know, showing up to stream to have a chat with someone, to just do bullshit. Like, I'm actually here to do a job, and it's very serious, and I take things very seriously, even though sometimes we have a laugh, right? Even though we have a laugh, sometimes we enjoy our time together. But, you know, behind the scenes, I am putting, you know, risk that is going to be significant, more than I would get from a stream, you know? Like, even if we put it in numbers, right? One trade I'm risking is equivalent of, let's say, in terms of my services, because that's what people like to refer in the industry, is about getting more than 20 to 30 members in a group at once is one trade. And I don't even allow that to happen, nor is that happening. People can testify in the group. Like in the group right now, they publicly can see how many people are in Zoom, and it's basically the number I risk per trade. So it's, you know, at the end of the day, I'm building more of an environment, and it's a long term. I think we can build something extremely powerful here. I can see the progression happening in individuals. I think, you know, I think we're going to, I think we're building something that a lot of people don't have. And it's through realistic, not just volume. A lot of people get results through volume. Eventually someone gets results, but this is for, you know, we're seeing very specific individuals that I have spent time with, you know. When you're starting, did you try prop firms, or you trade with your own funds? Yeah, own funds. Believe me, if you stream NY for 1 week, you'll reach 1,000 viewers. Yeah, it's just not me though. I'm not doing it for, remember, I'm here for me, guys. As harsh as that sounds, that's why I'm here. I'm here for me. I'm here to trade for myself. And yeah, you know, and if people want to join the journey, then they have to join in my settings. I'm not adjusting for them, you know. But we could do an NY special once. I would do that as a gift, right? As a gift, I would do an NY special for sure. Anyways, news here coming out. Markets are looking a little bit choppy here. I need to wait, because not choppy, but it's just not really giving me much. I think the option of today was all counter trend. Today was a counter trend day, a pullback day. And yeah, I think here's the numbers come out here. So we saw numbers come back a little bit less in Germany for service sector, less than they were expecting, less in manufacturing. So just shit numbers for Europe here, which is why we're seeing the move down in euro specifically here, right? We're seeing that harsh move down. So hopefully we can start to see some cleaner price action. GBP USD will start to move its way towards the downside. New York session could actually set up pretty clean today because of London's movement to retrace, or at least create structure in order to trade this type of action. And I guess this is a Monday where we're kind of just stuck in the first phase of the week trying to form price action in order for us to trade. But I think the only option for me today is going to be counter trend buying or selling, which in the past has really bitten me. So I would have to be extremely, you know, extremely cautious with that. So yeah, I guess that is, you know, that is what I'm looking at. So it's just a waiting game at the moment, guys. Just wait, be patient. Setups will happen. And hopefully we can have a big week this week. I'm looking for a very big clean trade this week, which hopefully we're blessed with some nice price action here. But it's looking overall a clean week for us in London session. Only today is the day with actual news during London session. The rest is clean here. So I think this is going to be, after we get past this news, it's going to be clean sailing here. And I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, waiting game here. Just, you know, show up tomorrow. As always, we're going to kill it. Don't worry, guys. This quarter, as we come to an end, it's kind of slow, but wait for quarter 4. I think it's going to be a banger. I don't see any reason for it not being a banger, right? There's too much going on economically. There's too much happening for it not to give us heavy volume and give us opportunities that we're waiting for. So I'm looking forward for that. I'm preparing for it. And if I do see that come in, I'm actually going to probably push risk to the highest I've ever pushed risk. So I'm looking forward to that. It could either blow me up, I could be hit pretty hard that month, or it's gonna make my year. So it'll be exciting time for me. You're gonna see me go through that, and if you want to see me go through that, then definitely stick up to streams, be a part of it. Leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. W's in chat for all of you. Let's get it, guys. First day of the week down for you guys. I'm not done trading. We're gonna get options maybe later, but let's get it. We have 4 days ahead to absolutely smash it this week, and make sure you guys are locked in. Make sure you guys are locked in. Win, loss, anything, we're ready for it, but we're ready mostly for profit. So let's get it, guys. Speak to you soon. Take care. Tradesharpe, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.